Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Once again, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. This is the video to celebrate my 5,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you very, very much for helping me get to my 5,000 subscribers. By the end of this podcast, I'm completely stuttering over my words because I'm live. And we'll be giving away a free copy of Thor Ragnarok. In order to win Thor Ragnarok, you have to be a subscriber. And you have to have a Twitter account. Go to #PickMeStorms. Later on today, we will contact the winner through Twitter to let you know you won and give you the digital code. So this is just easier this way because YouTube is all fucking stupid and shit. So basically, thank you guys for helping me get over 5,000 subscribers. I'm actually over 6,000 subscribers. Tomorrow I'll be doing the 6,000 subscriber Q&A. And we're almost at 7,000. So in order to thank you guys, this is a live Q&A. I'll be answering all your questions and giving away that Thor Ragnarok digital copy by simply just going to #PickMeStorm. So once again, thank you. And you can start. So also, just to make it easier for everybody, if you guys have any questions, just say @RobertStorms in the thing. That way my wife, because my wife's going to be going through picking out the questions, and she'll be reading them, and I'll be answering them. And we're gonna do this for about an hour this time. So hopefully we get through everybody's questions. Once again, if you want to win the digital copy, you have to do #PickMeStorms on Twitter. You got to do that. You got to share it out. Do #PickMeStorms on Twitter, and we'll do that there. So once you have any questions going, babe, just let me know.
Okay.
Wait, what's wrong with your computer?
It won't, it's not showing the chat. Okay, so Sienna Minx wants to know. First she says you are growing fast, and then she said, have you watched Jessica Jones?
No. Okay, first of all, thank you. I'm gonna have to. Hey, be quiet, all right, little man. Look at this little guy. Look at this little guy. This sleps. He's crazy. He's all kinds of crazy. He knows I'm live, so he's been an extra asshole. You definitely tell you. See, he's like, yeah, bitch. But no, I haven't seen Jessica Jones yet. Here's the thing. Next Wednesday, we're moving. Pepsi's like, no, we're fucking not. Yes, we are. We're moving, so the house is kind of a wreck. We've been coming home. Give him to me. Come on, man. Sorry about that. That was embarrassing. But no, we're in the process of moving. So when we get home from work, we don't get home from work until 11. By that time, we're packing, trying to get things going, and I gotta knock out 2 videos before I go to bed. Gotta get those things edited and upload for the next day because I want to keep the subscriber momentum going. And it's this whole thing. So I haven't had time to watch Jessica Jones yet. It's probably gonna be another week or so before I even get a chance to. So even when we move next week, our furniture isn't gonna be delivered to our new place until the 28th. So it's kind of a struggle.
Okay, David O'Fleury writes, who do you think will be the biggest standout character in Infinity War?
Well, it depends how you look at that question. Like, who's going to be the biggest standout in Infinity War? And I can tell you who the most important character may be, but that's kind of spoiler territory, and I'm saving that for another video. But I'm going to go Thanos because I heard this is going to be Thanos' movie. It's like Thanos is the star. Everybody else is like the co-star. So I'm going to go with Thanos. I'm going to say Thanos because I think Thanos is going to be legit. I think in the first 5 seconds, like, Thanos is going to, like, legitimately kill everybody on Thor's ship. And also, guys, if you want to win the Thor digital copy, do not write hashtag in the comment box. That's not how it goes. You got to go on Twitter and you got to do #RobertStorms. You have to be a subscriber. Write #RobertStorms on Twitter and share the video. Pick Me Storms. Sorry. See, I'm stupid. That's why I wrote it there. Hashtag Pick Me Storms. I don't even know what the hell I said hashtag Rapper Storms for. I'm a fucking moron. Next question.
Corbin Deluxe says, how long have you been doing this? I'm thinking
YouTube or live streaming in general? YouTube many years ago, back when YouTube was still in its infancy. I was on here as a different channel. That channel kind of got suspended for stuff. And I started a new channel, and it's been slow pickings until Black Panther came along, and channel boomed up after that.
Will Marvel do a solo Doctor Doom movie? I heard them speak about a plot in a different video, and it sounded pretty good.
Marvel's not doing a Doctor Doom movie. Fox has one in production right now. It's a Marvel property, but Marvel and Disney don't own them. Fox does. And Fox is planning on greenlighting, well, not planning on, they did greenlight a Silver Surfer standalone movie and a Doctor Doom standalone movie. Now, there is talks that I've seen on Collider, John Schnepp was talking about, you know, there could be a possibility that they integrate Doctor Doom into the Black Panther universe whenever that deal between Fox and Disney gets settled, which, you know, that would be awesome, because if you don't know, Black Panther was first appeared in Fantastic Four number 52, and to have Doctor Doom first appear in a Marvel property under the MCU banner, it would be awesome that the roles were reversed. The Fantastic Four character first gets introduced in like Black Panther 2 or 3. That would be awesome. Once again, guys, Twitter. You guys got to go to Twitter and do Pick Me Storms.
Okay, W says, do you think that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Netflix shows, and Inhumans will reference the Avengers Infinity War?
If I'm not mistaken, Jessica Jones already did that. Not Infinity War in general, but I was watching Collider Heroes, and one of the ladies who's seen Jessica Jones said they reference Skrulls. That's not an Avengers Infinity War. I'm almost certain that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to. I haven't watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at all this year. This year I'm doing something different. I'm skipping all the CW shows. I'm skipping Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. until everything's over. And then once it's all over and they're on Netflix, I'm just going to binge through all them motherfuckers. Because the one reason why I decided to do this year is because every year, like, I'll start watching Flash, Arrow, and all this stuff. And then, like, 4 weeks after they start up, they're taking a 2-week break. And then they come back, they do another episode, then they're taking a month break. And then they come back, and then they're taking 3 months break. And then, like, I'm a busy person. I don't have time to stop, go. If it's consistent, I can keep up. But then when they stop, and I'm like, when is it coming back again? Oh, it came back last week? Well, I'm an episode behind. I'll just wait. And then I get, like, 4 episodes behind, and then 5 episodes behind. And then my DVR is filling up, and I'm like, man, just fuck this. I'm just going to wait to the end of the season, and I'm going to just binge it all when it's on Netflix, and then just, boom. I haven't watched Walking Dead. I haven't watched Arrow. I haven't watched none of that. I watched the very first episode of Flash because I wanted to see how Barry came out of the Speed Force, and I'm like, oh, all right. And from what I understand from people who've seen Flash this year, it's not even really that big of a worth, you know, seeing or whatnot. But how many people are streaming?
Sabo says, how do you keep up to date with everything with so many news relating to cinematic universes?
Well, here's the thing. Just like you, who might be watching my channel for news and stuff, I watch other people's channels for news and stuff. So if I'm watching someone else's channel and they're mentioning something on news, I'll then research that news and see if that news is legit. And then after I read its original source, whether it be on Variety, Hollywood Reporter, Superhero Hype, Collider.com, after I see those, what's the word I'm looking for? Those sources, you know, that information is coming from a legitimate source. Then if I think the topic is worth talking about, then I will talk about it on my channel. And then I just put my kind of comedic spin on it, try to, you know, just say, hey, you know, hey, fuck DCEU. By the way, I'm going to do this on a whole separate video, but I bought Justice League yesterday on 4K, right? And I know what you're saying, like, why the fuck did you buy Justice League on 4K? But you see Wonder Woman back there? She's like, you better buy fucking Justice League. No, but they got me because on the cover, it's like all new scenes not seen in theater. I was like, fuck yeah, they're going to have like this extended cut. It's not the Zack Snyder cut, but we're going to get the extended cut. So I bought it. Me and my wife came home. We put it in around 1 in the morning. She fell asleep. You lucky girl. She fell asleep. I envied her so much. And I'm just watching it, and I have never been so unhappy watching anything in my life. Like, she woke up, she's like, why do you look so unhappy? I'm just sitting there like, this fucking movie sucks, man. Like, it legitimately is the worst thing I've seen in a long time. It was just, and the sad thing was, there was no new scenes in that thing. I think they were like under special, because usually, you know, if a DVD or something has deleted scenes, it would say with deleted scenes, you know, and it's under the special features category. But they didn't advertise it like that. They advertised it as, you know, all new scenes, not seen in theater. I was like, all right, man, we're gonna get black suit, no more CGI lip and shit. Nope, didn't happen, man. It was, yeah, it was a letdown of my life. Also, guys, everybody who's coming in, I'm giving away a copy of Thor Ragnarok digitally. You can win this digital copy by simply just going to Twitter and doing hashtag PickMeStorms. And then a few minutes after we go ahead and end this Q&A, my wife will go through and she will randomly pick a winner for the digital copy and message you through Twitter. So that's how you win the copy of Thor Ragnarok. Do you have another question ready?
Yes, I do. Team Killmonger says, where do you think the Soul Stone is located?
Look, I'm still going to go with my original guess that Soul Stone is in that goddamn fucking mountain of vibranium. Okay? That was my original guess, my original theory, and I'm going to stick with my original theory. Nothing that I've seen can contradict otherwise for now. I know we know now from what Kevin Feige states that, I don't know if it was Kevin Feige or the Russo brothers. I think it was actually the Russo brothers. That the reason why Thanos is going to Wakanda is he's going after Vision because he wants that stone on Vision's full head. All right, and he's gonna go to Wakanda and he's gonna be fucking up bitches to get that goddamn stone. But that doesn't mean that there can't be two stones, and that even makes me even believe even more that it's in Wakanda, the Soul Stone, because you have a 2.5 hour movie, right? Or however long. They said this is going to be the longest Marvel movie ever. So let's say it's like 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 35 minutes, whatever. He's got to get all these stones really quickly. So it would actually be more beneficial for a story standpoint that not only is he going there to get Vision, the stone off Vision's forehead, but he also realizes, oh, you know that mountain of vibranium over there? There's a stone in there too. Because we know that mountain came from the space. And we know that mountain has like all this energy and power that circulates and does all this thing. That's why Shuri can do what she does with all of her technology and mumbo jumbo and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm saying that it's in that mountain of vibranium. I think that's what the power is generated from. So, I'm going with that. You got another question?
Uh-huh. Can they bring Miles Morales in live action soon?
Sony owns that. Sorry, guys. Sony owns that. That's not Marvel. I mean, Marvel basically had to come up with this deal to bring Peter Parker into the MCU with Sony because Sony pretty much just fucked up everything with Spider-Man for the third time, even though I personally like the Amazing Spider-Man movies a lot. But Miles Morales, all those characters are owned. Those are Sony-owned property. Anybody with Spider in their name that's involved in Spider-Man comics is property of Sony. And unless Sony goes bankrupt and Disney buys them, there's no way that Disney can do that. And I think that's one reason why because if you watch Spider-Man Homecoming, that's Miles Morales' movie. They just changed Miles Morales into Peter Parker. I mean, his friend, Genki, you know, all this stuff. I mean, so it essentially is a Miles Morales story. I think Marvel's like, well, we're never going to get Miles Morales. But we are, I mean, technically, if you want to get technical, we might not see Miles Morales in the MCU movie anytime soon, but we are going to see Miles Morales in a movie soon, because this coming holiday season, we're going to get that full-length animated movie in theaters, which stars Miles Morales in the Edge of Spider-Verse, and there's some rumors circling around. I keep looking for the source of this rumor to see if it's, what? What are you going to pick me? Yeah, girl. Back up. But, whoa, thank you for the super chat. Who was that?
All of the lights.
Did he ask a question?
He did.
Okay, save his question because we'll ask. If anybody super chats, their question gets asked. So go straight to him. there's a rumor that Andrew Garfield is going to reprise his role as Spider-Man in the Miles Morales movie. I looked all over for the source of this rumor. I checked Hollywood Reporter. I checked Variety. I checked Superhero Hype. I checked everywhere. Every possible source. Could not find anything. All I saw was someone posted a video about it. And like I said, I'm not going to report on news that I don't think is legit. So until I find an actual source, you know, there's all to you.
Okay. All of the Light says, when do you think Avengers tickets will go on sale?
Oh shit, that's right. They're not on sale yet. What were we in midway through March, right? Mm-hmm. I would say first week of April they'll probably go on sale. I'm gonna guess first week of April, and the reason why I'm saying that is because right now Marvel and Disney, like Black Panther's doing way better than anybody had projected it to be. And for them to really go into the heavy marketing into Avengers Infinity War, then that could take away from Black Panther. So when Black Panther starts to slow down in the box office, that's probably when they're going to do it. You figure we have 2 more weeks left in March, and then I'm willing to bet after you know, those 2 weeks, you know, Black Panther probably won't be number 1 in theaters no more. By that point, it'll probably still be staying strong in the top 5. But then once we get in April, I think it's going to be full steam ahead into the Avengers Infinity War, because they don't forget they moved up the date for Avengers Infinity War till April 27th. So now that I just remember that, it might be before the first week of April. It might be the last week of March. Those tickets might go on sale. But yeah, I mean, that movie's gonna be huge, guys. Just got another question?
Yes. Ari Stark says, do you think Brie Larson's suit looks better than Zachary Levi's?
No, I don't. Here's the reason why I don't. Because I had to think about that, because I think Zachary Levi's suit looks laughable. It really does. But at the end of the day, Zachary Levi's Shazam suit looks like Shazam. Okay, and we're also taking it out of context. God damn. Thank you guys for the super chats. I appreciate each and every one of you crazy motherfuckers. But at the end of the day, it looks like Shazam. You figure in post-production, they're going to add different lighting and lightning and all kinds of different effects to really make those suits pop, right? Whereas the first image of Brie Larson, not that the color is like green and bluish, because she's going to start with that costume and it's going to be very Kree central. And then toward the end, she'll get her traditional suit. The problem what I have with that suit is it's way too baggy. Right, it's way too baggy. It's too skin tight. I don't know how to put it. It's like you look at Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is sexy and she's curvy, and you know, even when she has this uniform on, you know, it's like big, but it's tight and it's curvy and it's sexy and it's powerful. Brie Larson looks like she's on a coffee break with a fucking jumpsuit going to get ready to catch some ghosts, and even though I think the Zachary Levi suit is laughable, it's also post-production. Now, I know what you can say. Well, Rob, same thing be said about Brie Larson's suit. True. But does that mean they're going to CGI curves and shit on her in post-production? Possible. It's just, if I had to choose one right now, it's like, I'm looking more forward to Captain Marvel, but I think Zachary Levi's suit's a little better, so... While you look at that, I'll explain how you guys can win the Thor Ragnarok digital copy. Not popping up. There it is. Digital copy of Thor Ragnarok. You guys simply go to Twitter and hit hashtag PickMeStorms. You must be a subscriber. And then after the Q&A, I will randomly contact one of you guys through Twitter and let you guys know that you won the Thor Ragnarok HD copy.
Rich Reviews wants to know, have you ever walked out of a movie?
Only one. There was a couple I won or two, but only one we actually walked out of, and it was Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. We sat there, we watched it. The movie didn't look like it was getting any better. Although afterwards, like, my friend said it was actually good, and I was like, man, maybe we should. I even tried to rewatch it like on DVD, and I was like, man, I just can't do it. I just could not get into that movie. Just real quick, without interruption, I just want to. Who was that who just super chat?
Sienna Minx.
Thank you very, very much for your super chat. Everybody who used the super chat, thank you so very much. I appreciate all your support. But yeah, we walked out of that movie. Another movie that I almost walked out of, and I don't know why I didn't. I should have. When me and my wife were for a date, and we went and saw The Seed of Chucky. I should have walked out of that. I think I was so shocked by what I was seeing that I couldn't get up to leave. You know? But yeah, Bride, Prejudice, and Zombies was the worst. So,
what do you think about the new live-action Teen Titans series? That's from Sleazy Dog.
Look, once that app, that was it, WB app or DC app or whatever fucking app that's coming out with, as soon as that thing launches, I'm gonna sign up for it because I like what they're doing. I want to see a picture of Starfire, though. I want to see a picture of what Starfire is going to look like. Every other character, whether it be Hawk and Dove, Nightwing, they all look legit, right? But I want to see what Starfire is going to look like because she's a huge fan of Starfire. I think Starfire is sexy as fuck. And I want to see what she looks like, but I'm definitely going to give that show a watch because it just looks like they're really taking time to make the characters look like the characters. And it looks like these TV show properties of Warner Brothers care way more than what's going on the big screen. You know, again, just saw Justice League again last night, and if I could have walked out of my own house, I would.
Do you think we'll ever see a live-action Voltron?
No, I don't, and this is why. Like, if you're talking about like ever in the history of in the history of time ever, there's a possibility. I don't think we're gonna see one anytime soon because Power Rangers, which say what you want, Power Rangers, Voltron is Voltron, but you gotta realize Power Rangers has a lot of inspiration from Voltron with the whole Zords coming together and whatnot. And Power Rangers, even though I loved it last year, underperformed what the studio wanted. So I don't think that another studio is going to... Like, they didn't even greenlight a Power Rangers 2 yet. So take a property, even if you like Voltron, and I like Voltron, even though I haven't seen Voltron in like 25 years, you know, even just because we know what Voltron is, doesn't mean the average schmo Joe on the highway here knows what Voltron is. You know, like Power Rangers is a much more marketable name. You go out there and you ask 10 people do you know what Power Rangers is? I want to bet you 9 out of 10, if not all 10, like, yeah, I heard of Power Rangers before. But if you go and ask the same people, like, have you ever heard of Voltron? No. Is that something from the Transformers universe? And cause that's what it is. And let me see that for a second. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much what it is. The average person is not really marketable because the average person never really heard of Voltron. And with the Power Rangers just underperforming, that, you know, that's pretty much the way it is. So
Andrew gave me $2.
Thank you, Andrew, for your $2. How's my shirt logo doing?
Dino Thunder 14 asks Power Rangers 2017 or Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Power Rangers 2017. I was one of the people that was extremely disappointed with Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I liked the movie a lot. But when you take the first movie, which was like a huge surprise, it was like, oh my God, this movie was fun, had so much energy. It talked about Thanos and Infinity Stones, and you had Rocket and Groot. And then you get to the second one, and the problem I had with the movie, and this is a problem I had with quite a few of the MCU movies, and in some cases even Star Wars The Last Jedi, which I really want to watch right now. I'm thinking about getting that digital copy, man. But the problem I had with it is the comedy is not a problem with the comedy. It was misplaced. You know, you have Peter finding out that his mom was just killed by Ego, and then Ego makes a joke and turns into what's that motherfucker name? The guy from Baywatch. The guy from Baywatch.
David Hasselhoff?
Yeah, David Hasselhoff. It's like, I killed your mom. And he's like, you killed my mom. And he's like, I tried to be what you want to be. And he's like, David Hasselhoff. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Come on. And like, even in Doctor Strange, there was this one part where he was doing something. Doctor Strange was doing something. It was like a very tense scene. And then his cape just gets in his face. And like, it's like, and it's almost like Luke Skywalker when he gets his lightsaber in Last Jedi. And he just goes, throws it over his shoulder. I was like, those comedies parts, like, those are completely misplaced. Where Power Rangers, it was a movie that had comedy in it, like Krispy Kreme's was hilarious, and it was played, and they knew it was fucking ridiculous. They knew, and everybody was in on a joke, and they were all having fun with it. But for the most part, Power Rangers took it really serious. What was going on with Zach's mother, and you know, even Billy, when he's talking about how his dad passed away and he did this with, like, it was a movie that was taken very, very seriously, that had comedy elements to it, and they knew how to spread it thin and do it right, where it wasn't like, oh, Zach, yeah, my mom's really sick, I think she's gonna die tomorrow, and then like a spark of the fire catches his pant leg on fire and he's running around like a retard. That's something you would see like in a Marvel movie right now. It's like there's Black Panther didn't have that, and thank God Black Panther didn't have that. Thor, it was funny as hell, but Thor didn't have that. There was never a part in Thor that the comedy was misplaced. When Hela has him, she's like, you know, I'm the goddess of death. It wasn't like you hear a fart in the background. Well, like Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy, even Ant-Man. Ant-Man did that. Oh my God, Ant-Man did that, and it pissed me off. At the end of Ant-Man, when Hank Pym's talking to his daughter, and she finds out what happened or whatever, and he's like, you know, I love you and blah, blah, blah. And then out of nowhere, you just hear Scott Lang go, oh, this is so beautiful. And like completely ruined the moment you just set up. So Ant-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Doctor Strange, just the comedy was completely misplaced. And I've been ranting on this for way too long. Do you have another question ready? Okay. Once again, for everybody who's jumping in the stream for the very first time, if you want to win the digital copy of Thor Ragnarok, that is, just simply go to Twitter and do hashtag #PickMeStorms, and then after the live Q&A, we'll be randomly contacting one of you guys with the digital code for Thor Ragnarok. You also have to be a subscriber, guys. Jump in, baby. Throw it in.
Sienna Minx out asks, what do you think about Namor becoming the next villain for Black Panther after the Avengers?
Namor being the... So yes. I want to see that. And the person I want to see, and I didn't even know I wanted to see this person as Namor until I was watching Collider Heroes last night, which, you know, it's on Collider Heroes, John Snip. They were talking about the actor who plays Sulu in the new Star Trek movies to play Namor. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Like I'm like, he does look just like fucking Namor, doesn't he? The guy knows martial arts. It's like, that would be perfect. And the thing is, there's rumors that Marvel and Disney already owns those rights, so they could go that way. But a lot of people are talking about, like, why not have Doctor Doom in there? And then you can see how Doctor Doom runs Liberia and how T'Challa runs Wakanda, and then it'll be like the conflict of the places and whatnot. So that's cool. But they could also do the same. Like, it would be hilarious if Aquaman comes out and Aquaman fails, and then Marvel does their version of Aquaman with Namor in Black Panther 2, and it's like $2 billion. And it was like, man, DC, you just can't fucking win for anything, can you? You got another question?
I got another super chat.
Another super chat. Who's it from?
Sir Isaac the Niggin Snoots.
Sir Isaac the Diggin' Suits. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you.
All right. Adam Gannon asks, expectations and concerns for Infinity War.
Okay, I'm trying to lower my expectations extremely, right? I'm super fucking high. I remember when they announced it like 5 years ago. It was like Avengers Infinity War Part 1, Part 2. And I believe I told my wife, I'm like, I got to stay alive to see this. Remember that? Mm-hmm. And I actually went on a diet and I lost 120 pounds. I gained a lot of that back since then. But I made sure I'm staying alive for that. So my expectation is I want people to die. I want them to die. I want there to be stakes. I want Thanos to go in and be like, I'm the big motherfucker from up the street. I'm here to kick all your fucking asses into the goddamn ground. And I have a feeling we're going to see that, because as these trailers and promotional ads are coming out, and as you start hearing the little nuggets of actors and directors talking about what's going on, like, I'm willing to bet in the first 10 minutes of the movie, Thanos shows up at Thor's ship, kills everybody, like kills all the Asgardians. I think I said it right. All the Asgardians.
You did.
Loki then gives him the Tesseract. I think Thanos then kills Loki. He throws Thor from the ship or somehow, because we know he ends up with the Guardians of the Galaxy. And then somehow Bruce Banner escapes, goes back to Earth, finds out the Avengers are all destroyed because of Civil War. You know, so he's trying to get all of them back together. And I think Thanos is going to come in and just be like, you've seen the trailer. Like, he just punches, like, he Mike Tyson's the shit out of Iron Man. Iron Man just, you know. So, yeah, Vision, I think Vision's dead. I think Loki's dead. I think a lot of characters, and I think Thor's dead. I don't think Thor dies. Maybe Thor doesn't die in this one, but by the end of Avengers 4, Thor's going to die. And I have a lot of proof, or not proof, I have evidence that pretty much suggests that, but I'm saving that for a whole nother video, guys. Whole nother video. You got another question?
Blaze Gaming wants to know, do you think that the Venom symbiote, whatever, would enter Avengers 3?
Yeah, no and yes. Here's the thing. We know Peter Parker is going to be in the Venom movie because sources said that he was on set for 2 days. So whether he's going to be Spider-Man or just Peter Parker, we don't know yet. I think it's a possibility that in an end credit scene, just a small little, like, they're not like, because really Marvel can't reference anything from the Sony universe into their universe, but Sony can take stuff from their universe and put it in their Spider-Man universe, if that makes any sense. So Sony can use MCU stuff, MCU can't use Sony stuff, if that makes any sense. So I think maybe the Iron Spider suit gets damaged or whatnot, and then maybe in an Easter egg or a end credit scene, you see this like little black goo just jump on Peter. And then somewhere down the line, we see in the Venom movie that the symbiote jumps away from Peter. Like, Peter never gets the black suit, but the symbiote follows Peter back to Earth, and then that's how we get Venom. That's how I think it's going to go down. That's how it should go down, but once again, guys, we are talking about Sony. Got another question?
Sir Isaac, the Niggin Snoops, wants to know...
Thank you for your super chat, by the way.
Do you see Marvel doing World War Hulk?
The mic's up here, baby. They did World War Hulk. It was called Thor Ragnarok. You can win a digital copy of Thor Ragnarok by going to Twitter and pressing, doing hashtag #PickMeStorms. That's your World War Hulk, guys. Seriously, that's your World War Hulk. Here's the thing. This is legit. This is a legit answer. I'm not trying to talk out of the answers on you. Better stop that, woman. I'll slap the piss out of you, motherfucker. But yeah. So legit answer here. The reason why we haven't got another Thor movie is because technically Paramount owns the right for that to distribute that movie. Okay, so you know Disney's not considering like, yeah, here you gotta get all this money for this movie that we're about to make. That's why they haven't done a Thor or a Hulk 2. So what Kevin Feige did, he said he's going to take the next 3 Marvel movies and put the Hulk in it, and it's basically going to be one Hulk movie stretched upon 3 movies. We saw that with Thor Ragnarok, and that's your plan, a Hulk movie. And you know, I don't know exactly how he's going to do it, but that's what Kevin Feige said. And as all of us geeks should know, in Kevin Feige we trust. You have another question?
I do. Waz007 wants to know, who do you think will play the new Hal Jordan?
Let's hope to God it ain't Tom Cruise, guys. I want Armie Hammer to play him. Yeah? I mean, that's who like everybody's like, Armie Hammer as Batman. No. There's rumors that Jake Gyllenhaal could take over for Batman. Let Jake Gyllenhaal take over Batman. Armie Hammer looks like he can play Hal Jordan. That's who I want to play Hal Jordan. And the rumor is and I never hit on this in the Tom Cruise video, and I kind of kick myself for this because I didn't do a very good job reporting, even that's what I'm trying to do. And check and see how many views I have. But okay. But Sorry, that was completely rude. But apparently what happened is Chris McQuarrie, who directed the Mission Impossible movies, and I think like Jack Reacher, is signed on to direct the Green Lantern movie. So since him and Tom Cruise are so buddy-buddy, the rumor was that he would cast Tom Cruise as the older Hal Jordan to mentor a young Jon Stewart. I'm glad they're adding Jon Stewart in there besides Denzel Washington as the Joker, but they need to, like, I don't want to see Tom Cruise as Hal Jordan. I don't care. Just get Armie Hammer. Make him and Jon Stewart go on this buddy cop thing across the galaxy or whatever. You got another question?
I do. W wants to know, will the MCU Blade movie be made?
I think you got a better chance of an MCU Blade TV series on Netflix. I think they're actually going to do that. They'll probably have Blade show up in one of the new shows, like sort of like the Punisher showed up in Daredevil. I wouldn't be surprised if Blade showed up in like Daredevil season 3 or Defenders or whatever show they're doing, and then that will spin off into a Blade TV series, because I don't think you can't do a Blade MCU movie because Blade is violent, okay? And right now, like, if they didn't do a Daredevil movie, what makes you think they were gonna do a Blade movie? And I know there's like fan art of John Boyega as Blade and whatnot, and that's cool. That's cool beans. But I just don't see it happening. Now, there was concept art going around of a female playing a female version of Blade who's actually the daughter of the Wesley Snipes Blade. I like that angle. I want to see him go with that angle, but I think it's going to be a Netflix thing. I don't think it's going to be a live action movie.
Rich Reviews wants to know, would you be interested in seeing a Vince McMahon biopic?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't watched wrestling in like 5 years, but I'm still like I can put on a wrestling documentary and be like sucked in it. Like the rise and fall of WCW, the rise and fall of ECW, the rise and fall of TNA. I'm waiting for that DVD to come out. But I watched the history of WrestleMania, the rise and fall of WCW and ECW, the rise and fall of the AWA. I mean, just like I can sit in front of wrestling documentaries and just watch them all the time. The CM Punk documentary, John Cena documentary, even though I don't like John Cena, I can sit through those. Wrestling documentaries. I still like wrestling. I don't like what wrestling is doing. I haven't been a fan of what the product's been doing for the past 5 years. Because Vince McMahon is the biggest game in town, and the TNA is Hulk Hogan went in there and fucked up TNA. Impact Wrestling, whatever the fuck. Impact Wrestling. And Ring of Honor is Ring of Honor, but you know, I want good wrestling. I want the heyday, the WCW versus the WWF. That's what I want. And now since Vince McMahon, you know, is the only game in town, when they had one, they kept trying, back when I was trying to get back into it, they were pushing Roman Reigns like crazy. Roman Reigns is a fucking idiot. And when they had Brock Lesnar lose to Seth Rogen, whoa,
Lord.
Seth Rogen went in there high as fuck with Seth Rollins at WrestleMania when he did that triple threat with Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins came in with the briefcase and won the title. I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm over it. I know my boy AJ Styles is over there. The only thing that would get me back into wrestling right now is if CM Punk just showed up. If someone's like, hey, Rob, CM Punk showed up, I would literally go watch wrestling for the first time in like 5 years, because CM Punk, he always kept it real, man. And that's what I think wrestling is missing right now. Everybody's real fake. And again, I haven't watched wrestling in 5 years. Maybe some of that changed, but nothing about it. When I did try, like I think like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, we tried to get into WrestleMania again. When the Hardy Boys came back, we watched that WrestleMania, and then when I got done watching, I'm like, well, nothing changed in the past few years, so I guess I'll start watching it again. I start watching it again, and I think like AJ Styles lost the title or something. I'm like, man, I'm fucking done with this shit. Like AJ shouldn't lose to John Cena, but whatever. I digress. Please, no more wrestling questions. Please, no more wrestling questions.
Lady Druyer wants to know, what do you see a place for Kraven in the MCU? Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah, I know who Kraven is. A lot of people said they want to see him in Black Panther, but like I already established, Marvel and the MCU can't grab Sony characters, but Sony can use Marvel characters. So, you know, it'd be awesome though if if Kraven the Hunter is Spider-Man's next villain and he gets help from T'Challa. Like, Sony's like, yes, give us that Black Panther money. Can you see how good Spider-Man, like Spider-Man 2 featuring Black Panther, like Sony will be wetting their shit. We never made this much money. Oh, hashtag Wakanda forever. Speaking of hashtag, guys, you want to win a free copy of Thor Ragnarok digital? Be sure to go to Twitter and do hashtag PickMeStorms. At the end of the show, we will go and randomly contact one person with the code for the digital copy, guys. You should have these questions already picked, lady.
There's so many, and there's so many. Okay. Who will play Nightwing in a Nightwing film?
Who? Hopefully nobody, because I don't want to see that goddamn movie.
Why not? Nightwing's amazing.
You need to have Batman before you have Nightwing. Why is everybody so fascinated by having all these movies without having the original three? Where's Batman? Where's Man of Steel 2? No, we're going to do Nightwing and Batgirl and Denzel Washington's The Joker movie. And, like, shut the fuck up. Just come out with a fucking Man of Steel 2 and a fucking, what's it called? Batman movie. There we go. DC really gets my blood flowing. You got another question?
I do. Will we ever see a female James Bond?
Look, we haven't even seen an African-American James Bond yet. And me and her, actually, we're in the same boat here. We've been saying Idris Elba for James Bond for a couple years now. I want to see Idris Elba as James Bond. As female James Bond, I couldn't even think off the top of my head. I mean, I can go with my original, like what I pick for everything. Like my Amber Heard, my Rachel McAdams, or who?
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron's a good pick. You know who else would be good? Anne Hathaway.
That would be really
Think of Anne Hathaway's Catwoman from Dark Knight Rises, but in James Bond. That would be legit. But you know why they don't do that? Because there's a family that owns, like, no studio owns the rights to James Bond. It's actually a certain family. I forgot the name of the family, but they own all the rights. And basically, studios bid for the rights to use the James Bond name. So, and when they do that, any story ideas or script ideas or casting has to get approved by the family. So until that family like dies or something, even then it'll go to their heirs to the next family. So we might not see a woman or a minority actor as James Bond anytime soon. I know Puff Daddy wants to do it. For love of God, don't do that. Or Kanye West. I fucking hate Kanye. Go ahead.
Logan or Black Panther?
The movie? Gonna go Black Panther. And the reason why I'm gonna say Black Panther over Logan, because I seen Logan when it came out in theaters. It was a fantastic movie. But then I felt it kind of got the Dark Knight treatment where it got extremely overrated. Like, Dark Knight's a fantastic movie, but people blow it up to be like this best thing of all time. It's like, oh my God, Christopher Nolan's the best. I'm going to suck his cock. And I just think the Dark Knight's overrated. I felt like Logan really got that way too. But right before the Oscars came out, I went and I rewatched Logan. I watched the black and white version, and the movie really is fantastic. It really is. But again, I think it's just, I don't know. It's overrated, and I can never get behind the X-24 thing. I just did not like the whole cloning of Logan part of the story. I think the movie was doing really good. Then when it got to that clone thing, it just kind of took this weird turn. Whereas Black Panther, I can't think of anything in that movie that turned to make me go, well, I like this movie less now because of this story point. And so I'm gonna pick Black Panther for now over Logan. You got another question?
How would you pitch a Saw TV series?
Well, here you do. You go into the boardroom. You got your shirt and your ties. And you go, do you want to play a game? And you turn off all the lights. And you tie everybody to a chair. And you're like, no one's going to leave until you approve of Saw TV. Like, seriously, that's a stupid fucking idea. Who the fuck wants to see? Like, no one wants to see Saw, let alone a Saw TV series. Okay? You know when I started watching Saw? After the third one. You know why? Because they suck. Okay? The first Saw movie was a masterpiece. Because James Wan directed it, and the movie actually had a reason to be there. It was about people who took life for granted, and they did drugs, and they did stupid shit. And then Jigsaw put them through these tests, and if you really want to live, you have to do stuff to prove that you wanted to live. And then in Saw 2, it was sort of like that, but not really. And in Saw 3, they just started killing people for killing people. And it totally took away from the premise of the Saw films. I'm like, man, this is just torture porn for the fact of watching torture porn. And I don't know about you, but I have better things to do with my life than watch people get cut up and mutilated just for fucking enjoyment. I don't find enjoyment in that. Maybe you find enjoyment in that, and maybe you're a closet serial killer, but I don't like watching people get cut up for my... That's not how I get my jollies, okay? I have better things to do. I'm sorry. I really am. You got another question?
I do. Would you ever watch the Gotham City Sirens movie if it came out?
150% yes. Yes. First of all, Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. I want to see it. I want to see who's going to play Poison Ivy. You know what I say about that? I want Amber Heard, but Amber Heard's playing... You stop that. Playing Mira. You know, I want the chick from Blade Runner 2049 and War Dogs to play Catwoman. That's who I want to play Catwoman. I don't care what you want to play Catwoman. But, look, guys, if it has boobs and tits in it, I'm going to go see it. So, that's how I get my jollies. Got another question? You should have this shit picked out already. While you're doing that, if you guys want to win a copy of Thor Ragnarok digitally, all you have to do is just go to Twitter, type in hashtag PickMeStorms. I've been saying it through the whole stream here, guys, so that should give you plenty of time to create a Twitter account if you haven't already created a Twitter account. And do that hashtag. You must be a subscriber, and then I'll randomly pick a winner at the end of the stream, guys. I'll contact you through Twitter. You got a question?
I do. Andrew S. wants to know, what's your favorite Dragon Ball saga?
You guys can't see it, but I got a Majin Buu tattoo. Okay, maybe you guys can see. He's upside down. He's like, hey. But, yeah, Majin Buu saga. As a kid, the Cell saga was my favorite. But then, like, rewatching it and thinking about it, like, once Cell got perfect, it was like the saga just went downhill. It was stupid. Even though it's got my second favorite character, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Or, no. What the fuck did I say? Second favorite character. He is my favorite character. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is my favorite character. Even though he becomes Super Saiyan 2 in that saga, it's like the Cell games were fucking stupid. It's like, I have the power to destroy worlds. I'm going to hold a tournament. You know, Majin Buu didn't give no shits, man. Majin Buu just killed for killing. He was a psychotic psychopath who didn't give a fuck. He killed fucking Supreme Kai. He destroyed planets. He fucking killed Gohan. That dude gave no shits. So I'm gonna go Majin Buu saga, guys. So yeah, there we go. Got another question?
What is the worst superhero movie?
Catwoman. Elektra. Yeah, I'm going to go with those two. I can't think of anything worse than that right now. Justice League. You got another one?
Yes. Your thoughts on Jordan Peele doing the Twilight Zone series?
Is that legit? I don't know if that's legit, but hey, guys, if that's legit, I'm down for that, man. Because if you think about it, Get Out is like an extended Twilight Zone episode. And I was always a fan of the original Twilight Zone, the black and white Twilight Zone. Like, I used to sit home on, like, when I called in sick from school. My mom let me stay home, you know, because my mom, she really raised me hard for 28 years or 24 years. She let me stay home, and I used to sit and I watched sci-fi, and I would watch the old Twilight Zone episodes, and I liked them a lot. And if he's gonna, I don't know if Twilight Zone's still around, or if he's gonna bring out Twilight Zone and do some stuff in it, you know, I'm fine with that. I would actually watch it. And I don't watch TV a lot, but if he was doing it and it was on Netflix, I would binge it because yeah, I like Twilight Zone, and I thought Jordan Peele wrote an excellent script. I don't think the movie should have been nominated for an Oscar, but I definitely think, you know, his script was definitely worthy of winning because that was a fantastic script.
What is your favorite Blade in Xenoblade Chronicles 2?
Ooh, that's a great nerdy question. I got a great answer for you. But before I answer, I just want to take this time to really thank you guys for helping me get over that 5,000 subscriber mark. I'm actually over 6,000 now. I'll be doing a 6,000 subscriber live Q&A. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for Super Chat. You guys are really awesome. My favorite blade in Xenoblade is, I don't know because I haven't played the game yet. I had the game for like a couple months now. I started it up. I got through like the first cutscene, and I was like, I'll wait because I'm like, we're moving. Next Wednesday, we're not going to be in this apartment no more. We're going to be in a whole new apartment. Things are still in the background because all I'm going to do is just stretch wrap that and just put it in the fucking truck. I'm not going to pack it up in boxes or anything. And so we're moving, so I haven't really had a chance to get into games. I bought Fear Effect for the Switch digitally. I've been playing some of that. I've been streaming on Twitch too. So really, if you guys, I might be streaming later, to be honest with you. I might be streaming on Twitch later on tonight. My Twitch address or channel name or whatever is in the description box below. It should be the final one. Just go to my Twitch things like The Robert Storms or some shit and follow me on Twitch, and I'll be live streaming that later on today at some point. I don't know what game I'm going to be live streaming yet, but I'll be probably live streaming something. Perhaps, maybe, I don't know. But, yeah, I just haven't had a chance to play it. You have another question?
I do. What do you think is the role of Hawkeye in Avengers Infinity War?
Good question. His same role he had in every movie he's ever been in. He's the guy to humanize the Avengers. He's basically us, and he's probably going to die because he's got a family. I believe his wife, or the actress who played his wife in Age of Ultron, has even been cast in Infinity War. So that gives me even more evidence saying he might die. He might sacrifice himself. But I've noticed in most of the marketing material, I haven't seen anything from Hawkeye. I haven't seen him in any of the what's the word I'm looking for? Stupid. Any of the yeah, I haven't seen him in the trailers. I haven't seen him in any of the promotional ads. Even the Entertainment Weekly pictures, I haven't seen him on that either. You know, so yeah, maybe he dies early or something. I don't know. You got another question?
Are you hyped for Super Smash Brothers for the Switch?
I am super hyped. Yeah, next question. Yeah, no, I'm super hyped for it, man. I love my Switch to death, guys. Got another question?
Do you think we'll ever see a Ninja Turtles movie like from the comics in the 80s and 90s?
I don't think so. I think we got the good Ninja Turtle movie. Ninja Turtle came out in 1990. That is the Ninja Turtles from that was both from the comics and the cartoon. It was the best of the best. It was the I thought it was a podcast. It was the best of both worlds. It's a fantastic movie. If you rewatch it now, like watch it on Blu-ray, it 110% holds up. It's fantastic. It's better than that shitty Michael Bay Transformers Ninja Turtles. The Shredder was like fucking Megatron. And the second Ninja Turtle movie is even worse than the first one with Michael Bay. But just rewatch the 1990s Ninja Turtle movie. It's fantastic. It still holds up today.
When Kevin Feige rolled out the plan for the start of the MCU, did you think it would work?
No, I thought it would work. I didn't think it was going to be like it is today. Because I remember Iron Man 1 came out. I was like, oh, that's really good. And then Incredible Hulk came out. And I did not see that in theaters. Because I just seen a few years before that Ang Lee's Hulk. And I'm like, man, I ain't seeing that fucking shit. The best thing about that movie was Jennifer Connelly. So I didn't see Incredible Hulk. Watched it when it came out on DVD. I was like, oh, that was really good. And then Captain America came out. We saw that in theaters. And then Thor came out, and I didn't see that in theaters. Because I was like, I don't care about Thor. I never read Thor comics. I don't care about Thor character. I skipped that on theaters. And then when that came out on DVD, I watched it. I was like, damn it. I wish I would have saw that in theater because that movie was awesome as hell. Thor is actually like one of my favorite fucking Marvel movies. The first Thor. Not the second one. And then Iron Man 2 came out, and I hated Iron Man 2. Hated it with a bloodthirsty passion. So much about that movie just didn't make sense. It was like, oh, they're adding all this shit in to try to make, basically what we criticize movies for doing now. movies that come out like the Dark Universe and the DCEU, how they try to throw in so much stuff to tie into like future movies. Well, that was pretty much Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2 was like the first movie to do that. And a lot of people didn't like Iron Man 2. And then Avengers came out. And Avengers was fantastic. And then we had the end credit scene with Thanos. And then Marvel, MCU never looked back. It was like they might have had like another misstep with Thor Dark World. But it wasn't like a huge step backwards. And like they were just, from that point on, every movie made more money. Each one was getting better critical reviews. And then you look at it now. You take a character like Black Panther that most people never even heard of before the movie. The movie just crossed $1 billion, beat The Dark Knight. So I knew the MCU would probably exist. I just didn't think the MCU would exist the way it is, where you got so many studios that's trying to copy them. And now actually looking back, the one movie I hate the most in the MCU is Iron Man 3. I just hate Iron Man 3. But going back and looking at Iron Man 2 now, if you watch Iron Man 2 now it works. Because now you're like, oh, Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow, this and this, this and this and this, and all these connections work now. It's like, you go back and watch Iron Man 2 now it works. So, yeah. So, we got enough to pick 2 or 3 more questions, and we're going to wrap it up for the day.
Okay. Ramses Chavez asks, do you think it's possible to see Spider-Man die against the Sinister Six like in the comics?
No, that's not going to happen. Knowing Sony, they're going to do a Sinister Six standalone movie, and yeah, there's no way they're going to have Spider-Man die. If they do have Spider-Man die, I feel he's going to die at the hands of Green Goblin, and Miles Morales will take over. I predict 2 more.
What will be the worst movie of 2018?
There ain't no Transformer movie this year, is there?
I don't know.
Did Justice League come out? No, Justice League came out in November. Well, Aquaman hasn't come out yet. What movie's been out that I honestly don't know? Worst movie. I usually try to avoid worst movies. Like, I try not to go see movies. 2018, huh? Well, I skipped out on Wrinkle of Time because it was getting bad reviews. I'm going to see Tomb Raider tomorrow, but that's got like a 54% on Rotten Tomatoes or 58%, so it's not fresh either. So it might be Tomb Raider. I don't know. We just got to wait and see. I'm not sure. It might be Jurassic Park, to be honest with you. I have not liked those trailers at all. One final question. Make it a good one. Make it a good one.
What do you think about the MCU going cosmic?
Fucking can't wait, man. I'm a sci-fi guy. Guys, look, I'm wearing Star Wars, I got a Star Wars calendar. I'm a sci-fi guy. I got Halos. Look at my Halo statues back there. Right? I'm a cosmic sci-fi guy. Captain Marvel, I want to see her in the cosmic universe. I want to see a Nova movie. I want to see, maybe they get X-Men into the MCU and they go out into the cosmic world. Fantastic Four, let's get this shit cosmic. And I think it's a natural step in the MCU because the MCU always had a hand in cosmic reality. So, yeah, I definitely am looking forward to it. I hope they do it, and I hope they pull it off as well as they pulled off with everything else. So, guys, with that said, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for going out and supporting me and helping me get over that 5,000 subscribers. As you guys probably already know, I reached over 6,000 subscribers a couple days ago. So tomorrow I'll be doing another live Q&A just like today. And also I'll be giving away a free digital copy tomorrow as well. I'll be giving away a free digital copy of Wonder Woman. So right now, if you guys want to enter to win the digital copy of Thor Ragnarok, one last time, just go ahead and go to Twitter, be a subscriber, and use that hashtag #PickMeStorms. And then later on, me and my wife will contact the winner. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for subscribing, for giving your support, and also donating using Super Chat. I want to thank each and every one of you guys. And as always, until next time, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my